Are we still having issues? Y'all let me know if we still having issues. It's a little bit of a delay on YouTube. And actually, let me go ahead and check Facebook while we at it. Because not us live streaming the both right now. It's a little bit of a delay on YouTube. Perfect. Actually, let me go ahead and check. Are we still having issues? I think we good. Y'all let me know if we still having issues. My phone is saying we good. Nyla says we good now. Kimberly, can you hear us? Or hear me? Us. It's just me tonight. Y'all gotta bear with me. I literally just woke up from a nap. And let me send this text real quick. Okay. Sorry about that, y'all. We are here for Kingdom Business Season 2, Episode number 4. A doozy. Because, my God. Live after show. We're talking about the episode right here on Erica Band TV and also now on Facebook. We are simul streaming to both. So, yay. Shout out to us for that. Thank you to Nyla L, Kimberly Felder, and Tyshawn Rocks in the chat currently. Y'all, sound off. Tell me what y'all think about the episode. What are you rating the episode? What was your favorite moment from the episode? Cause I am just very conflicted, right? Like I'm sorry. Coley is like restless. Sir, you tapping around. I can hear you. I am conflicted because the end of the episode, y'all. The very end of the episode. Like, I can't even ding dong the witches. Because it's like, and I was so happy after that studio moment. I was like, well, you brought this on yourself. Well, that's how it go. And then, I mean, I'm not a heartless, you know what? So why would they do that? At least why would they do that in that episode? I can't even celebrate how I want to celebrate because Taj has finally been snatched from his little dream of being a great guy and doing the right thing and marrying somebody that he ain't actually in love with. I can't even be happy about that because Essence is gone. Like, what the hell? Kingdom Business folks is messy over there. Like, why would y'all do that? Child. Kimberly Felder says, my favorite moment was the damn breakup, but I didn't want the girl to get hurt or die. Exactly. Exactly. Like, none of us asked for that. Y'all ain't have to do all of that. That was just a little bit too much. Just a tad. Just like a skosh. It was a skosh too much. What are we talking about here? And shout out to Lamaya Good. I love Miss Mama's Down. She is playing Essence through and through. That studio scene, she was leaned over with the button. Y'all want to tell me something? They done told your ass at the hospital. They done told your ass at Faith Night. Whether you needed Zion, and shout out to the Zion cameo. Like, I actually got excited. Okay, let me stay focused. You didn't need Zion's old goofy behind to come and tell you about their lips being pressed against one another for you to know. You already have known. Y'all are not actually aligned. You trying to get married out in the elements and pitch a tent, and he want to be up in the church. You talking about crystals while he trying to pray over his damn mama. You out here at the church or at the church offices with your ass out for this interview. Did y'all see she was wearing a sheer skirt? I said, ma'am, Essence, if you don't get your little hoochie behind on up out of here. But that brings me to Zion. I ain't even gonna hold you. I got excited to see Zion. And it's not because I want him back with Rebel. Like, I didn't have a problem with the actor, and clearly Zion's a boy, right? But I didn't want him to get ushered up off the show. So when we see Zion, I was like, is that Zion in the booth? Okay, we about to see like a little something what he about to do. Maybe he's still crap, dirt McGirt, whatever. But maybe he can turn over a new leaf. Maybe he can like stop blaming Rebel for everything. And like, cause while Zion is an F-boy, he also got in that bathtub with Rebel. Like, he got in that bathtub and held her. Like, he has his moments where it was like, okay, you ain't just this little raggedy boy, right? So I was like, seeing Zion like, okay, cool, they about to give us something. No, he just want to be petty. He just want to throw salt in Rebel game. He just want to like, so-called make sure Essence don't get played. I even was here for him to low-key go after Essence versus him just be like, just so you know. I'm like, we don't like a little run tell that hoe. We really don't. We really don't need you to do all that. Oh my goodness. Yes, Tyshawn Rock says the end of the episode was crazy. Hey, Lombardi Lee, welcome in, boo. The writers definitely know how to keep our attention. Yes, I agree with you, Kimberly. I agree. Hey, all things Alicia or Alicia, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but like, let me know, make sure I'm not doing it wrong. Hey, Kofi, welcome in. Kofi says, low-key, I was shocked, but did not want Essence to be hurt. Taj about to be sick about the possibilities that his girl and his baby might be dead. Also, I'm not shocked that Calvin had a thing with Rebel Mom. Okay, Kofi, like, do I need to open the Discord? Because we need to talk about it. I am so mad. One, because I don't want Essence to die. Like, I didn't like Essence, and I was screaming from the mountaintops, girl, that's not your man. Girl, that's not your man. I already know that. Y'all already know that. But killing her and then killing his baby, and we don't even know if it's actually his baby, but killing them is going to put a piece of coal in the center of Taj's stomach that will, like, it will take years for that to dissipate. He will not look Rebel's way simply off of the strength of like feeling punished and his damn baby and his girl was taken from him. So now Rebel is going to have to take that, like, is going to have to experience that or get shunned by Taj because he's going to have this knee-jerk traumatic ass reaction to it. And I'm like, I get it. I understand why you're going to go there, but I don't want you to go there because why? Why do y'all keep making it hard for these two to get together? When they look at each other, how they look at each other? When they just, like, Rebel was like, this song sounds like it was written for me. Taj was like, it was. Now she's not going to get him for the next 10 years because he's going to punish himself. He's going to punish himself, and I hate that for him. I hate that for us. Like, why would y'all do that? Guilt is going to eat him up, Kimberly. Like, eat him up. Guilt is going to turn Taj every way but loose. Period. Every way but loose. Okay, Kofi said yes, open the Discord. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna do it. Keep dropping y'all's thoughts in the chat because, baby, My goodness. This episode has definitely it has got us a little bit on the ropes. And they got 8 more episodes. Like technically this would be like the mid-season finale. And it was given mid-season finale. I know this is a streamer and they're not gonna take a break. I believe we're getting a new episode next week. Guilt is finna turn Taj every way but loose, y'all. And I hate that for our boy. Like, he don't deserve it. He really don't. And then the mama, like Calvin having something with Rebel's mama. Y'all, I felt like in that moment I couldn't even compute it because it's like, why? Y'all, all you had to do was stay your ass with the person you love. That's both Calvin and Denita. And y'all would not have a whole generation and 30 years of hurt. All because you turned your back on your true love, and now the rest of y'all's choices and lives has wreaked havoc upon dozens of people's lives. People are dead, Calvin, and all you had to do is stay in love with the woman that you was clearly in love with. Calvin, had you stayed with Rebel's mama, you wouldn't be a cheating, lying, low down sucker looking to redeem himself. Denita, had you stayed your ass with Caesar, you would not be a conniving snake singing her ass off, devious woman. That's all it took was for y'all to just stay with mutually who y'all loved and y'all couldn't do that? Like the way my head. Like all y'all had to do was just be in love. All y'all had to do was just stay in love. And you couldn't even do that. I'm trying to get the timeline together to see if Rebel was born while Calvin was pursuing something with her mama. But no, that was 30 years ago, right? So no, she wasn't born. So then technically none of the damn kids would be here. Rebel wouldn't exist. Had Calvin stayed with Rebel mama, CJ nor Taj would exist. Child. But still, this is why you go with what your heart say and you stop being a goofy ass person trying to pursue worldly ass achievements and or ambitions over things that are intrinsically for you, given to you by God. You never let worldly things supersede what is given to you and placed in your heart by God. No, all things Alicia. Taj is not Caesar's son. Caesar's son is the guy who prayed and brought Denita out of her coma. He's a little bit older than CJ. Okay, I'm opening up Discord, right?
Mm.
Oh, let me put my headphones on because I won't be able to hear you without them. All right, the Discord link is up. So if you guys want to join, I got Kofi already here. And you want to sound off, then feel free to do so. Hey, Kofi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Perfection. Okay, so how you feeling? What you thinking?
Uh, why y'all gotta do Taj like this, man? Uh,
I mean, part of it, Kofi, I feel like Taj brought some of this on himself.
but you couldn't have anticipated that that was gonna go that way.
No, not
Where
the very
they,
end. Not the very
yeah,
end. But the
yeah, but
studio,
yeah, that was coming. And Zion and Op, man, I'm sorry.
not Zion's an op.
I mean, what was he trying to accomplish with that? Like, what?
I really thought and
You can't
hoped
be.
that he was
You can't.
gonna push up on Essence. I was like, all right, that'll give a little extra, whatever, whatever. But him trying to just tell, I was like, boy,
It's just. But Taj, Essence straight up asked him, like, "Do you love me?" But well, how come you she pretty much asked, "You love her more than me?" And I'm like, and Taj couldn't give a straight answer, so I told you everything you needed to know. But I
no
felt
answer
bad
is
for him. That's
definitely an answer, honey. Hoo hoo.
yeah, yeah, but at the same time, I felt bad for him because like he wants to believe it, but his actions ain't saying it.
He
I
wants to
didn't
believe
mention this
what?
in he wants to believe that he wants to be with Essence, but your
You
actions and
think?
it's just it's like he's trying to convince himself, It's like I'm trying to do the right thing, so to speak. But I didn't mention this last episode, but the way he was giving Rebel them looks in the last episode, how you was looking, like your eyes was saying, "Baby girl, like I'm trying to get with you. What's up?" Like he was. That's what
Every
he was
time he
giving.
looks at Rebel, he looks like that. And the thing that like
Like,
takes me out, because like in watching this most recent episode, it also felt like it was new looks. Like I was just like, well, how many you got in your damn arsenal? Because how many come hither eyes you got, Taj? How many?
dude, it's. I mean, I'm just. It's like, look, just give me a reason. Just give me a reason, and I'm gonna do what I got to do. That's what it was giving, and that's not even the stressful part of this whole thing. I didn't want that ending. I mean, especially when he's calling her, and then we get the
Yeah.
juxtaposition where I don't want to say she tried to unalive herself, but that's how it came across to me, bro.
Really?
Am I tripping? Am I tripping?
I didn't get
Am I tripping?
I didn't get that. I feel like maybe she was drinking and like
Okay.
emotional. I don't know if she meant to wrap herself around a tree. Wasn't it a tree?
Yeah, it looked like a tree. So
Um, but yeah, I don't know if she meant to do it or was trying to do it.
I
I don't
don't
know.
know. It's this.
I have a very
It's,
selfish reason for like feeling a way about that ending, and it's really just because I can't celebrate the end of their relationship because this girl is lying in a ditch.
look, let's just say she's not dead, but she's like in seriously her in a coma. Like I don't see how now he's gonna feel obligated to stay with her
Mm-hmm.
because that bro she's carrying his baby. We don't know if that is his baby, but I'm not gonna speak ill of the woman who is potentially fighting for her life, trying to say that she a hoe. So I'm not gonna do that. But like, it's we didn't get we I didn't need that
I
ending. I
didn't
would have
need it
just preferred that you break up and then Tosh can cry for a little bit, but then you can focus on what God has put right in front of you. Okay, like you're missing out on your blessing right here, my brother. So,
either.
but now he's got to
Yeah,
deal
because
with
the way the
this.
rebel looked at him when it's like, oh, it meant nothing. She was like,
He was lying, dog. That's cap, man. You know damn well that meant something.
and Essence
But so
had
I'm some
nothing but smoke for rebel. She's like, I ain't talking to you, and I was just like, not the hand, not the hand.
yeah. Does she forget that this chick spent time in the joint? Like she'll beat you down if she has to. Like she said she's not gonna fight a pregnant woman, but she said not to test her. So like, I don't know why you acting all tough now. But in all seriousness, yeah, this is gonna be a problem. And then I don't know if you've been noticing, Sasha is really pushing up on Caesar.
I don't
He
know
is
why
trying.
Caesar is even allowed. Like, I feel like he giving her leeway, and I'm just like, why? And part of me is like, oh, he's doing that because maybe the writers are setting it up for him to like cave because Taj was pushing like he don't have nobody, and she being persistent. She the only one chasing him. But I cannot take it if Sasha ends up with Caesar. I can't do it. I ain't gonna be able to do it at all. I don't like nothing
Would you
about it.
prefer? What would you tolerate? Him being with Sasha or him trying to circle the block with Denita?
Denita,
Oh wow, really?
in a heartbeat.
You
Sasha is trash.
really? Yeah, but you said you don't want that for
I
Caesar
don't, but
either.
if I have to choose between him and the psycho singer, I will choose Denita.
Mm.
Because
And
Denita actually
one
loves
thing,
him. Sasha is a home wrecking opportunist, parading around like a church lady. She need to catch these hands. I want Denita to put her hands on her.
uh, Tamar Braxton, you're making it real hard to like you out here because you are a wonderful singer.
She
Why are you
is
making me hate
marvelous.
you? Like, don't put me in that position. Don't do that. Like,
Listen.
I'm struggling with Yolanda Adams playing this role too well, too. So don't make me have to.
Um, since we said it, Kofi, are we gonna
You,
allow your good sis to say that she was right and she told y'all so?
yeah, I was just about to say you was right. You was right. You was right. But it's not like I don't think she did it for nefarious purposes.
I think she
I
did.
don't. Well, she even if she got her memories back, she's not acting like old Denita from season one. I mean, even if she does have her memory, she's not moving the same way. You know what I'm
She's not
saying?
moving that way because people are not holding her feet to the fire. Remember, she started to get even more cunning and dubious because people were getting tired of her, and God was like putting her in a corner to make her tell the truth. Now, with her not having no memory, nobody has no pressure or expect anything of her, so she don't have to behave that way. But we're seeing more so now, like when she starts to feel it, now she is like her mom was like, what's going on, why you not at the studio, you need to be singing. Then she starts to give a little snarky with the singing coach, you know what I'm saying? Like she wants to double down, and oh, she didn't know when she finds out that that's what's fielding off this lawsuit from Caesar. But you knew everything since you got back home. You did not just keep lying because of the lawsuit. You didn't find that out until like 2 weeks into you being home. And then you're telling CJ
Mm,
that I only did it because of this. It's like, no, you did not only do it. And you low key told yourself, if CJ was thinking when she said that, it's like you told her that you knew exactly everything that happened from the moment you got home. Y'all didn't find out about that damn lawsuit until weeks after that.
mm,
So you're lying, Miss Ma'am. You are not doing it because, oh, I want to keep Caesar at bay. You're doing it because you like living a life where people don't hold you accountable for the things that they thought you forgot.
mm. It's fair. So, what do you think of her interactions with Calvin? I mean, apparently she had her memory when she shared that sandwich with him and offered to, you know, want to like come sleep back in their bed and shit. So, like, what'd you think of all that? I mean, I don't
Bless
think that
your
was fake.
heart, Kofi. Bless your heart. Hold on, let me shout out Allie real quick who popped in here. Hey, Allie, Nick Boo, how are you? I believe Essence loves herself too much to try to unalive herself. Um, okay, yeah, I feel that. What I think about Zanita trying to get Calvin to sleep in the same bed with her, I think in knowing exactly what happened, I think she's making a different decision because before her accident, she had decided to divorce him and all of that. She's probably decided already internally that she's not going back down that road. And she's just like, okay, like, let's go ahead and give it a try. He's been trying to do better. He has changed as a man. They've had these like lunch dates and intimate conversations, and he didn't judge her for the kid and already knew about the kid. Like so many other things have happened and like helped better establish them getting to a stable place. I don't think that was her. I feel like that was her just continuing on in her like manipulation plan.
Mm.
And maybe she
So it's not
horny.
genuine. Mm. You still
I feel
gotta
like she
tell the
made a
truth.
decision to like discard him, and she could also kind of feel some guilt, right? Like she told this man she wasn't going to get back with him, and they was going to divorce after this, and he decided to end his life.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
maybe I need to make a different decision. Not that she should, not that that's her responsibility, because I ain't saying that, but I feel like all of that is at work. Less of like, oh, she really just don't remember how shitty he is. She remembers how shitty he is, and she remembers how shitty she is. And now she's trying to make very
Mm.
calculated decisions, knowing all of that information.
Good point. So, remind me what Kirk Franklin's character's name is again? I know he's the choir. Like,
I
I
don't know
know
his name. I always call him Deacon. Let me look it up real quick.
yeah, because he plays the piano. It's almost as if whenever he plays the piano, he's getting a vision from the Lord or something. He's always prophesizing to her when he plays the piano.
And then you got to remember the prophecy still stands, right? Like she still has to tell the damn truth.
So she has to spill about everything. The giving Caesar credit. The what she did with like the her giving up her baby. All that. Is that what God is asking
I
her to do?
believe
Like,
so, to a
hmm,
certain extent,
hey, that's a lot of baggage. That's a lot
or
of
at least
baggage.
like to the people who matter. Like she got to tell Caesar that he had a kid. The major things. She definitely got to tell the major things. Deacon Dwayne,
How do you think he? How
that's
does
his
he
name.
think he's gonna Dwayne? How do you think Caesar's gonna respond to that? He'll be rightfully
He
angry,
might
right?
put hands on this lady.
Oh, see, I can't go that far, but
Not to like
right.
try to kill her, but I could see him just like 30
I,
years. You put this boy through hell, made multiples of millions of dollars on his back, and all he wanted out of it was you. And not only did you take you from him, but you took his son from him.
mm-mm-mm.
He gonna wring her neck.
And another thing, this was becoming a recurring theme. What is it with all the guys in this show having a first love? It doesn't work out, and then they go with the other women. Now we saw it with Calvin and Rebel's mom. We saw it with Caesar and Denita. And now we're seeing it with Taj and Rebel, and then him going with Essence. Like it, this might be God might be trying to say something here because there's too many coincidences. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Like this is becoming a recurring theme. Like I
It
don't know, man.
is.
It's like you settling. Like these guys were settling.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, I mean, I don't know, man.
And
And
to
it's
me,
them.
to do so knowingly, like Calvin explaining that he did it because he really wanted to be bishop, and you had all these ambitions. It's like, okay, so was it worth it?
Then
Danita,
on the
you did it
flip
because you
side,
wanted to be a star.
yeah,
Girl, was it worth
Taj,
it?
and now Taj, I understand because you felt obligated because you felt like you were having a baby. So that I can give
And
you a
Taj
pass.
Taj feels obligated, but then he's also being led astray by his parents' lies. Cause he's also grounded in like he made peace with this idea after he talked with his father, and his father gave him the confirmation of like he knew his mother was sent from heaven. Why you lie to this boy? Why you
Mm.
lie to this boy?
Man, I don't even know what to think now. I don't even know what's going to happen in this next episode. I gotta pray for my brother.
Taj is definitely gonna need it. He need all the prayers that his ass can get. Cause
uh,
baby, um,
and Eric, I know you want your ship to happen, but I think it's going to be on a delay just for a minute because I don't know how Taj can be think clearly about. Damn, she asked me about if I love her, for what do I feel about Rebel, and I'm gonna call it out. I think he lied and said that he doesn't. It didn't mean anything. Nah, it meant something. You guys ended on like a not so good emotion. It ended on an emotional, break. She gave you your ring back, and now all of a sudden you try and call on her, and now she's seriously hurt. Like, damn. That's three strikes, man. That just sucks, man. I
Yeah,
feel bad.
my
I
ship
really
ain't
do.
coming no damn time soon. No matter how hard I'm praying for it.
It's not like I don't want it to happen, but I don't want it under these circumstances. It's not a good look, man.
Honestly, I don't really care about how the circumstances are because they give true love. So I am less concerned about the optics when it comes to Rebel and Taj, but I understand the type of man that he is and how he is going to try to take the blame for all of this and then subsequently punish himself because he's taking the blame for all of it. And it's just like, okay, sir, if you're going to take the blame for anything, then realize that y'all are in this predicament because you didn't follow your heart from the jump. Don't double down in your goofy ass decisions when you need to go ahead and do corrective action.
Mm.
Kimberly Felder says they probably will not get together until next season. Hopefully, it will be renewed. Fingers crossed. Hopefully, it will be renewed. Um, Allie Nick says they are choosing their partners in the name of the kingdom. Child, the kingdom is leading all of
Mm-mm.
them astray. Unfortunately,
Mm. Well, when is this bomb about we have a son finna drop? Is that coming in the next episode,
I
next
think it's
two
next
episodes,
week.
next week?
I definitely think it's next
Mm.
week. But like, let's talk about Rebel real quick.
All
Because I
right.
kind of planted to see of like, okay, maybe in some backwards ass world or in the multiverse, she is trying to do some kind of sneaky detective behavior, and lo and behold, the cop is gonna get her ass killed because Rebel was so obvious planting every last one of those little bugs, those little mics. Like if
Apparently,
Dex
so
actually
she.
had two eyes, he would have seen it.
So if I understand, like she's not doing it just to do it. She's undercover trying to find out what happened to
Yes,
Danny. That same
yes.
lady cop from the first season.
Yes.
She
And I'm
putting
like,
her
okay,
life in
Rebel, I can
danger.
forgive you. I can forgive you, honey, because you're doing it for a good reason. But why the producer? Why are we still letting this little raggedy up slide up in? We keeping up appearances stripping, right? But we not going too far because we not taking no clients and we not throwing that ass and all that. Okay, cool. But why is the producer still at your house?
Not like they in a relationship. They just kicking it. So I mean,
Why they
I
even
don't
kicking it?
see.
He's beneath her. He is beneath you, Rebel. What are we talking about? If you're gonna
because the man
have
she
sense all around.
because the man she want is committed right now.
Then
So
be
what she
by your
wanted to do?
motherfucking self because the producer ain't it.
Okay, okay.
You think the
I mean,
producer's it, Kofi?
hey man, nah, I don't care about that. I'm not. I mean, I don't want her to just. If she feels like she, wants to get her rocks off, I mean, that's her business. But like, still, like, it's not what she want. I just think that she's just doing it to get her mind off what she truly wants, man. First of all, I need her to heal emotionally and forgive herself and
And
get
how can
right.
she do that with this goofy running up behind her?
And see, that's the problem. I really thought Zion was finna pull some shit. Like I thought he was finna roll up on her again, but apparently that was just a one-time thing. I don't know. Maybe we'll see him again, or he was just there this episode to serve his purpose. I'm not sure,
I
but
think that it was a one off, which is unfortunate because I like Aspen as an actor.
mm,
I think it was a one off though.
still should have gotten them hands though last year, man. Just I know Taj a good man, but you saying, yo, don't be telling my girl. Taj was about that action though. He was like, yo, give me a reason. I mean, don't let me being a church boy get you twisted. I still am about that life. But to each his own. He's a man of peace, so I'm not gonna hate. So yeah,
Actually, I would have really enjoyed seeing Taj whoop Zion's ass. That would have brought me a lot of joy
yeah. Well,
because I definitely believe Taj is capable of it. Okay, so like before you go, Kofi, is
hmm
there a world where this breaks Taj's faith and he breaks bad?
you mean go to the dark side and become a villain?
Not necessarily a villain, but just hella self destructive.
I would. It would not surprise me. it would not surprise me one bit.
Mm.
Because, like you said, he's a man that's always trying to walk the righteous path and try and do the right thing. Look, I got on him last season for even succumbing to his fleshly desires. I know. I wish he would have just held on. I mean, I don't have a problem with him dating Essence because that Rebel wasn't in the picture yet. But I just wish he wouldn't have done that. But we all fall. But I think with this situation, the fact of how he and Essence ended, and he didn't get to talk to her again, and he's gonna find out she hurt. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if, and it'd be a good parallel to what happened with Rebel when Taj told her that they couldn't be together and that Essence was pregnant. Especially, he could probably. I'm not saying he's going. I wouldn't be surprised if he starts wilding out in these next few episodes.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to see it. I mean, I would just want to see what he finna do. Like, but still, it would make sense. And then it'd be it'd be Rebel seeing it, and then maybe being that support
She
for
gotta,
him, like she.
yeah, maybe she gotta start putting things back together in his life and like reaffirming him and coming to his rescue.
And it would push them together, so to speak. So
Yeah.
yeah, you get
She
your
talks
wish.
about
It
how he
get
always has faith and never judges her, and maybe this is gonna be time that she can actually reciprocate.
yeah.
But she ain't gonna be able to do that if she paying too much goofy ass attention to this producer. Kimberly, yes, she's just trying to distract herself. But Taj, the woman that Taj needs to be with, is not a woman that needs to be distracting herself with little lowly ass men. She got to be able to stand 10 toes down on her own and love her own company and understand when somebody is beneath her. He don't even sexually satisfy her, so it's not even that she's trying to get her rocks off because she's sitting there like I could have had a Klondike bar, but you on top of me.
Yeah. Uh, this there's where lies the problem. So yeah, great episode, like very action packed. I mean, for episode 4, it was very calm until it picked up in the end. We got a lot of
Yeah.
drama.
Yeah.
So
In essence, what the hell
I'll
were you even doing in the club, honey?
I don't know. I mean, it's not really a bad thing. I mean, she is a
She's
celebrity.
standing on couches pregnant in the club. There's hookah and all types of smoke all over the damn place.
I hope she wasn't drinking.
It just felt like, girl, you're
uh,
not supposed to be here. I don't give a damn who you are.
yeah, well, he was getting lit,
Kimberly
but
felt this as the
hey,
way that she was just laying there. I know y'all remember. Episode 3, that is never going to get out of my mind. The producer will never have a chance simply because Rebel had to just lay there. Traumatized dozens, if not thousands of women in that one visual.
could have did what Taj did. Just imagine it's him, just like how Taj was
It don't work like that,
last season.
Kofi.
Well, I mean,
It don't work like that for
the
us.
okay, that's okay, fine. I mean, the way you jumped on Essence last season, man, you said you want her, but that was like there
He
was
was
some
definitely
un
trying to get out some I want a rebel energy, 100%. But it's
I
different when
guess
you are the insertor and not the receiver. Like it's I think it's
okay.
easier for y'all to imagine that. If he ain't
Oh,
doing
so it doesn't
anything
work that
anyway, it's kind of hard to
so
imagine.
so so that don't work with you guys. So it don't work with
No,
women.
especially if you ain't doing a damn thing. It's one thing if you're actually doing something and it's like you feel something, so then you can add on or build an imagination on top of that. But if you're not doing anything and it's what the fuck am I out? No.
Hmm. Uh,
She's more
shit.
likely to have an orgasm from eating a Klondike bar than no.
Mm, 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 mm. My guy,
Why did
yeah,
they give us
yeah,
that
yeah,
visual? Because I will never ever get it.
yeah, man. Don't do us brothers like that,
And then
bro.
he
You
had the
can't have
nerve to
us.
be talking dirty like he was actually doing something. Sir, you're dumb.
Okay, we don't need to get into all that. I mean, let's not. Let's not do
Not you
that,
trying to
man.
stick up for your little brethren.
It's not even about
He would
sticking up
have
about
saved
brethren.
face,
I
Kofi,
mean,
for me. He would have saved face if he was actually in tune and realized that he wasn't doing anything. I think that what made it worse in that particular moment is like you keep going as if you really beating it up and you have no understanding of like a woman's actual pleasure and you can't see that she's completely checked out. So this is 100% serving you and only you in this moment. So I have no cut cards and no sympathies.
All right. You got it, Erica. Do you? I'm gonna leave it alone. I'll leave it alone. I got much
Anything
else
else
to
from
say
this
about the
episode?
episode. Calvin, keep doing you, man. Keep trying to redeem yourself. I appreciate the open and frankness about him, the need for therapy, and
Yeah.
forgiveness and whatnot. Still feel bad for CJ now that Denita's told her the truth that she's got to hold this secret in. I'm not feeling that. Don't put your daughter through that. I'm not.
It's
Don't
so
don't put your daughter.
interesting because Mrs. West, Danita's mama, she had a lot in the top of this episode. And it's so clear. Like, Danita confronted her about, her mama feeling away because she stole, notoriety and attention from her because people started to pay attention to Danita. And it's like, Danita, you literally do the same thing to CJ. You constantly are putting CJ in positions where she could possibly shine, but you're going to overshadow her or you're going to talk over her or you're going to diminish her. And it's like, you're the problem, Miss Ma'am. Like, I get it, your mama is a bit much and she old school, but more and more it's like you're actually the problem. And we can go ahead and point to CJ doing her first sermon and you coming in looking like Ronald McDonald, all late, loud, and wrong.
Mm-mm. It's just a lot.
It
And other
is. And I
and
am proud of
where's her?
Calvin's redemption journey, but when he revealed to Rebel that he loved her mama, I was like, well, then why in the hell haven't you been checking on Rebel this whole time? Like, you must not have loved her mother enough because why didn't you have tabs on Rebel?
Did he even know that she existed at the time? That's the thing I don't know because, like, maybe as
Mm,
a that's why I can't really fault him for that because he did say he was young, he was trying to be an aspiring bishop. Maybe Rebel was in the picture yet, you know?
maybe.
I can't because he did say he had CJ and Cal and Taj, and then he had to unfortunately break it off with Raven, Rebel's mom. But I don't know, man. Yeah, so it's interesting. The two people that we think is the ideal couple for 30 years, the woman Denita decided she didn't want to be with the man she loved, Caesar, and Calvin forbade his true heart to be with Raven. Wonder how things would play out if they would have just gotten with the ones that they wanted to be with.
Right.
Interesting dichotomy. So, but yeah, we'll see what happens, man. All I know is Loretta Divine is annoying the hell out of me, man. I'm sorry. Like, god damn, she doing too much, man. Damn. Like, why are y'all making me annoyed with some of these legendary black actors and actresses, man? I don't want this, man. Gosh, bro.
Kobe said, stop ruining it for me. Stop ruining it.
Yo, man. I mean, the only person that really hasn't pissed me off is the actor who plays Calvin. He's been doing a solid job, but
He
everybody
is.
else is
Michael
just
Beach,
yeah, Michael Beach.
he is killing
Yeah,
it right now in this role.
right. But everybody else, like, you making me have to look at Tamar Braxton some type of way because she conniving. I had to really think, damn, this Yolanda Adams is not this way. Yolanda Adams is not this way. She's a wonderful gospel legend. No, 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 don't make me hate her. So, but credit to them and the acting choices. So, I'm gonna
Yeah.
find out what happens on episode 5. I'll be tuned in, and we're waiting for that breakdown that you do if you ever get a chance to get around to that. But
Yes, I'm gonna
yeah,
do it tonight
man.
when I get off of here. Since I was able to take a
So,
nap and I'm late on live, I gotta at least do it.
it's, but yeah, those are my thoughts. So,
Thank you, Kofi. I appreciate you checking in with me.
no problem, no problem. All right, have a good one.
You
Later.
too.
Oh, one more thing. I
Yeah.
I posted a reel that I did for my school on my Instagrams. I
Oh,
saw you
okay.
liked it, so I appreciate that. So
Oh,
appreciate
I
the
already
like you
liked it. I
gave
was
on
like, oh,
my.
I'll go like it now. Yeah, I
Yeah,
try to.
well,
I try
it's
to interact when I see your stuff come across my page.
yeah. So I'm getting my confidence with that. So hopefully, this might amount to something. I don't know, but we'll see.
Yeah. You're getting your reps in. Just keep going. Do not stop.
All right. All right. Night.
Good night. Y'all, we're talking Kingdom Business season 2, episode number 4. Drop in the chat. How you feeling? I think Mimi Loves Peace just popped in here. Let me pull my little chat back up so I can see. Is that Mimi Loves Peace? Yes. You just joined on Discord? Okay, so then come into the room. Okay, got it. Here we go. Alrighty. I just added you into the room. And then once
Can you hear me?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. How are you?
I'm good. Hey, everyone. Erica, what we gonna do with Taj, girl? What are we gonna do with Taj?
I don't know what we can do with him. He's about to go through the ringer, and it's like all we can do is say, "How many Kleenex do you need?" Cause
Taj, it didn't mean it. I said no. Why? You just set yourself back. You just set yourself back. I said, how did he lose 2 women in 2 seconds? How did he do it? It's a miracle.
Taj is definitely in a pickle, and it's so freaking frustrating because you really can't even be mad at him because he has all the best intentions in the world. Like,
baby, his spirit was the Holy Spirit was like, no, we're not gonna lie. We're not doing it.
Nothing is coming out. If the truth is not coming out, nothing is coming. Okay, not today. That's tomorrow. Like, nothing's coming.
Yeah, the Holy Spirit was like, absolutely not.
But essence, ain't no damn butts. Y'all, like the scene, honestly, the studio scene, and I was wondering, it started to feel like a setup when they spent so much time on the song and on them back and forth and on him vibing to her singing and her really feeling the music. There's so much nuance and layers there. So you already knew that something was coming because they spent quite a bit of time in that. And honestly, even if we just ignore previous episodes, there was so much steeped in just that moment. Like, Taj looks like he feels at home with Rebel. He looks like he feels safe. He looks like he feels the most, like, in the purest form of his creativity and power. So, sir, this lady is standing out here at the booth talking about some, y'all got something to tell me. Yeah, you ain't it.
I mean, man, when he hugged her, this is what got me. When he hugged her and said, I got you, and you saw Rebel's head resting his shoulder, I said, oh. Oh. This is home. This is home.
Home. Here. Home. And then here come the help. Trying to create some nonsense. Like, Miss Ma'am, this is not even what you saw at the chapel. You had nothing to say then, you just turned your little ass around. But now because you done talked to Zion, you ready to confront, you want to throw your hand up in Rebel's face and almost get your ass whooped. Okay.
Yeah. But I
don't know what we're going to do with Taj, though.
I was like, I hope she saw my comment in the Discord.
No.
Because that was my I was just like, Taj, no. And I'm like, and then she called that loser Xavier. Like, I don't like him.
Got to go. I don't give a damn how much distraction you need. Get a damn pet. I don't know. It ain't him. Get a dog.
He's 1, 2, 3, not it. Okay, like
period.
That's how I feel. Yeah,
he's a clown of the highest caliber.
Yes, 100% agree. So I was like, I had to get that off my spirit first because that just really. And I think I was a little disappointed with Loretta Devine's character. I'm not surprised, but disappointed. How she pretty much blackmailed Sky Johnson.
Okay.
And it's like, I wonder how they're gonna cut up this, like cut and edit this thing, because like they're trying to reveal the truths, and she's trying to hide it,
Yeah.
especially with Denita actually looking for. So I didn't realize he was a chaplain, or is she assuming that this long lost person is a chaplain?
I think she's assuming that. He did have on a uniform, but I couldn't, like, when I went back to rewatch, or like maybe not a uniform. He had some kind of jacket that had a logo on it, but I could not figure out what that was actually tied to. So I think she's just grasping at straws and trying to do the most logical steps in finding him. But low key, I'm also like, is that something that they're actually going to cut out? Because her mama don't know that it was a man specifically that prayed over her. Like, it could still sound very ominous, you know?
Okay. Okay. So if they don't edit that out, I know they'll definitely edit out the bishops.
Oh yeah, Calvin stuff is going. He's just gonna be
Yeah.
smiling in the interview. None of
Yeah.
what he said, because he also created a conversation around therapy and church, and she's old
Mm-hmm.
school church, and they don't play that.
Right. And I was like, she shook her head, and I'm like, no, that's the problem. Because people tried to treat their pastors like they were therapists, and they only got one job, and that's to shepherd the people.
Hello, that part, and they human themselves.
Right.
Essence that snuck her ass up in this little interview, and then turned it. I knew that was all from the beginning, but once they finished and I got to see what she was wearing, I said, man, why in the hell do you even feel comfortable being around these people? Because you stick out like a sore thumb. Your ass is out now.
It was the couples therapy for me. I
Oh.
said, if this is not more evidence that y'all are unequally yoked.
Yes.
I was like, oh, this is terrible.
100%. It's so dope. Like, I commend the writers because they continue to like feed it in there. Like, they give it to you on a very surface level of these two are not compatible, but it's also like massaged into the story. Even going back to when Denita was still in the hospital and she's trying to put crystals around and talking about how she's gonna heal Denita from the crystals, and they just sitting there and looking at her like, girl, I don't believe in none of this shit that you're talking about.
Right. Yeah, and I'm wondering if the writers are trying to do something clever. So we know how it ended, right? We know, how it ended. I wonder if they're gonna use that to kind of make Essence start to like believe or question what she believes. You know what I'm saying? Because it is,
if she survives.
Yeah, if she survives.
Will she like really believe in the Lord and not be such a hippy dippy free spirit?
Yeah. Or at least like maybe she wants to explore it. Like having a near death experience.
Yeah.
And then I wonder if they're gonna like kind of like drag the whole will they won't they of Rebel and Taj out, because maybe he'll feel like guilt. Yeah. He already feels guilty, but he'll feel even more guilt knowing that she was in the accident, and will like continue to try to make it work because that's just who he is.
Literally.
It's annoying.
And quiet
it's good until it's
yes, quiet is kept. Like, I want them to get together, but their whole will they won't they is good. The story is good. Dangling the carrot in front of me for Taj and Rebel is actually working because it's keeping me interested, and it makes sense. They have so many things character-wise that become little hang-ups that stop them from getting to the place where they ultimately want to be. And it doesn't feel arbitrary. It doesn't feel random. It feels very real. So, like, they are definitely doing the whole will they, won't they in a way that's engaging, and it's not trite at all.
Yeah, and I respect it because I went back and watched episode 4 when they first shared their really, really strong connection, and then Taj went over to Essence and was like, and it was just like, dang, even in that moment, he wanted to honor her. Like he really wants to honor her. I'm like, if that ain't love, like,
what is?
I
You
don't.
hit the nail on the head. Yes.
And I'm not saying he didn't have. I'm not saying what he did with Essence is right, but I'm just saying like he
You
left. So
understand it.
yeah,
That's the thing.
yeah,
So much of it is like, I don't agree with it. I don't want it, but I get it.
yeah.
Literally. Any other thoughts for this episode?
Overall, I think it was solid. I'm glad.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm so glad that it's just Rebel being undercover because I really was thinking she backslid. She
Thank
really.
goodness.
I was like, okay,
I think
I can
her
live with it.
decision with the producer didn't help. It just solidified her just on this road of making dumbass decisions, and then she dressing like a Power Ranger last episode. It's just like, Rebel, stop stressing me out. And at this point, we don't have the capacity, so you better walk the straight and narrow, Rebel, because
Right.
we all our energy is going towards Taj and try to keep
Yes.
him from jumping off somebody's cliff now. So
Right.
Rebel, I don't want to see no bulls next week. I don't want to see you and this producer taking it to the next level. I don't like, girl, just sit over there saying and stop stressing Caesar. That's it.
And you know she about to be dry, right? You know she about to be dry in this studio.
She is.
She is about to be dry.
It's so
And Tom's gonna be like, oh. And she gonna be like, oh, it didn't mean anything, right? Right.
Well, I don't even know if she can be. Well, one, I don't think that Taj is going to be back in the studio because of the whole Essence thing. I think that she will be dry with everybody else. I think that she literally, like, her and Taj have a connection that she don't even have no control over it. So even when she wants to pretend like she a little brat and kick up smoke and have attitude, when she gets into the studio or gets around Taj, he calls out of her the realest, purest part of her, and also subsequently the realest, purest part of her talent. Like when she was singing that song with these lyrics that he wrote that she had never seen before, she felt that in her spirit. Like it was jumping out of her.
Yes.
It's like she can't even control it. And it's okay, sweetie. It's okay that you can't control it because your man got you.
With that cross part in his head.
Listen, I was looking like, why is he so damn fine? Because
he is.
Taj has been cute. Okay, cool. But this episode, I was like, this is fun. Like, at every angle, in every scene.
I don't know. It was hitting different today.
It was hitting different.
Yeah.
Child. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you coming on to share your thoughts.
Thank you for reviewing the show.
Oh, of course. Of course.
Yeah, and adding your Erica Vane TV touch to it. So
my unhingedness, because that's all I ever do. I'm obsessed with something. I just get on here and be unhinged as hell. But y'all love me for it, so I appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you for letting me join.
Of course. Good night, love.
Good night.
Y'all, going back to Bishop real quick, right? Because I don't know. I feel like I'm still on his head a little bit. I love his redemption journey, and I think that he is doing the right thing of trying to redeem himself and fix what he did wrong, hold people accountable in his circle while also holding himself accountable. But with the new information about him and Rebel's mama, I cannot help but think like, sir, why was Rebel asunder if you knew? Which, to Kofi's point, he might not have known. But like, you were banging her best friend and you was in love with her mama. Like, sir, we're going to have to reconcile that a little bit more. I'm going to need a little bit more words. You had to go now, but I still need a little bit more explanation of what is actually going on here, because what in the whole, you know what? Let me see what Kimberly said. You think something's going to happen to Calvin soon? I feel like I started this season, right, thinking that Calvin was going to get up out of here. And now with like each passing episode, I still feel like it, but I don't want it to happen because, like I said to Kofi, like, I think that Michael Beach is doing a phenomenal job as Calvin. So while I think that them losing him would service the story for multiple characters and like it just makes sense, it's going to be a tremendous, terrible loss just because of this incredible redemption journey that he's on. And clearly, he has additional tea and additional keys revealing today, that he was involved with Rebel's mama that just impact the story in a ways that we just didn't imagine before. So while it does eerily feel like something is about to happen to Bishop, I don't want it to happen to him. Oh, my word. Anything else, y'all? Any other thoughts or favorite moments? Things you want to share about the episode? I'm looking forward to seeing a little bit more from Deacon Dwayne. Like, now that a couple people know that Denita is lying, I know that Deacon has known. He has to have known. He probably could sense it. And I want him to start to put her feet to the fire again. Chloe, what are you doing down there? He's a threat to the people that killed Danny. Yes, he is. So they are definitely going to be gunning for him and try to take him out. But I hope that like Dex and whoever is leading Dex don't win in that regard. Because F y'all. You know? And if y'all don't have anything else that you want to add, then we can go ahead and get ready to get out of here. I still got to record my breakdown videos, which will go in depth for this episode, and also point out a couple things that I think that you might have missed while watching that I didn't talk about or reveal here, because we gotta say something for the videos, right? And then they don't really do previews. Like, I'm trying to hit up BET so that they can send me a trailer that I could break down with y'all or for y'all before next week's episode. So if I can get that, then I will definitely have another video doing a breakdown for that before next week. Well, it may be somebody else who gets hurt. Like maybe CJ. Ooh. And listen, Bishop is not playing no games. Like, he is not playing when he says he does not want his children harmed. Let me pull this down a little bit. So if these people don't know, they're going to learn. Because I definitely think that the Bishop is ready to die about that. Like, he's about to die for his. Yeah. Thank y'all for joining me tonight for this Kingdom Business Live. Shout out to Kofi and Mimi Loves Peace for coming on camera to chat with me. And then all of you guys in the chat, Allie, Nick, Kimberly, Tyshawn, Alicia. I appreciate you guys so very much. If you're catching this on a replay, Nyla, if you're catching this on a replay, still drop your thoughts and predictions in the chat, or not in the chat, in the comment section, because I will be going back and still reviewing comments placed on the video. They probably ain't going to be played next episode because it's Thanksgiving. Wait, next Thursday is actually Thanksgiving. So they're going to take a break. Okay. I'm like reaching out to the BT PR people and I'm like trying to get answers. I will let you know that if that's the case, because they're also a streamer. So they might not be. They might not be, following by that. We will see. I got to go look and do my research. But thank you. Thank you so very much. For people on Facebook who are tuning in, because we're now streaming live on YouTube and Facebook simultaneously. It's giving growth. Shout out to y'all. I appreciate y'all. Be on the lookout. Breakdowns coming first thing in the morning. Sisters videos tonight, because they're already done. They just need to be edited. It's your good sis, you let her talk TV with, and I will see you in my next video.